by the head coach. Hey, Coach, a lot better finish than last time you guys were up big. What did you see from the team to put this one away?
Loved how we came out to in the second half. I thought we ended the first half the last 2 minutes, 32 seconds. Really played terrific basketball on both ends. And thankful to get that lead going in. They're really explosive. They make a lot of threes. You saw that at the end. Thankfully, we got the lead built up enough that when they hit 3-4 threes in a row, we still had enough of a cushion, to overcome all those late threes.
Yeah, and you have those defensive stretches that get your offense going like the pace you want. How about Colin Moore tonight and the havoc he created on ball?
Well, it was so fun to see Colin have the night that he did. 6 steals. He was just terrific, getting his hands on balls, getting out transition, finishing. And then, 7 assists, 2 turnovers. I thought it was, his most complete game of the year, for him just filling the stat sheet up in positive ways and in winning ways. He was our plus 19, and when he was on the court, good things were just consistently happening for us.
Coach, before the game, you told me I need 4 guys to get into double digits. Jacoby did it, Ray did it, Colin did it, and Caleb did it. I guess you just had to ask.
Well, last game, again, we talked about putting a lot of pressure on Ray and Jacoby, especially early in the game. Again, Caleb was spectacular in that first half, those 10 points. It was a huge lift, and Colin was, consistent, throughout the whole game scoring. But really important that we take some off of Ray and Jacoby, especially with Tyon out. And the 2 guys tonight were Colin and Caleb. And, the great thing is Luke, Mackay, we have other guys that are capable, of stepping up and doing the same thing.
40 and 45, pretty good offense both has, but you got to be most happy with the way your guys move the ball. For Harrison to have 6 assists, Moore to have 7. Low turnover night, just took better care of the ball than last.
Way better care. We love seeing 20 assists on 34 made field goals. We love seeing single-digit turnovers. As you get late in the year, that's the type of ball handling you have to have, if you want to win games. And so the 9 turnovers tonight was a great step in the right direction of what we need to do.
Coach, I'm sure Duke's not happy with his offensive performance. 3 of 10, missed a lot of lay-ins. I mean, Luke was just 2 of 6, but they were the second and third highest plus-minus guys, probably because they were hanging on Lance Ware, who's an exceptional ball player. What did you see from the bigs tonight?
Yeah, Ware, he had 10 points, 17 rebounds, and I thought we did a pretty good job on him. Duke, like you said, he had some layups that he's definitely capable of finishing. But what I enjoyed is he kept setting really big screens for guys. He made a great pass to Jacoby. He finished better in the second half, and he just battled. He takes so much space in there for how much physical contact that he takes and that he gives. And so it's not surprising that he's plus 14 just for all the work he does in the paint.
As much as they changed defenses, what was the key there? You opened the second half with a few turnovers and then made that adjustment.
Yeah, they were playing a bit of a matchup zone, which they switch and then they go to man, after the second pass. And so, we got a little stagnant the first 2 possessions, but then thought the guys did a good job moving and making the defense move and shift. End of the day, you got to be able to pass and make shots, and that was the best way to beat it, was guys making some individual plays to make some passes and guys making shots.
Coach, what are you seeing out of Caleb Shaw's growth? Missed a couple of games with injury, but we forget, I forget sometimes, the kid didn't play all last year, right? So 24 games in really 2 years. But what are you seeing out of his game and how it's maturing? Yeah,
we really liked his decision-making. Earlier in the year, he was forcing a lot of drives. And right now he has a really good rhythm. He's cutting more. He's spacing more. He's shooting the ball at a high level right now, and he's just making better decisions on when to attack the rim and when not to. And so his energy off the bench was contagious, and those 15 points were huge for us tonight.
How soon after the buzzer did you start thinking about Seattle Saturday with the history of Lope's visits there?
Yeah, we enjoyed it. We just talked about it in the locker room for a little bit. Obviously it's a good team and really hard to beat it at home. So, we'll go over things tomorrow before we head up there and try to put our best foot forward.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the victory. We'll see you up in Seattle.
Hey, thank you. Thanks those fans for listening.